Multitasking is often spoken about as if it is a flaw, as if the human mind were designed to function only in straight lines, moving calmly from one goal to another without interruption, distraction, or responsibility. But real life does not move in straight lines. It curves, overlaps, interrupts, demands, and delays. Those who multitask are not failing at focus. They are responding to reality as it is. A multitasker is someone who has learned to carry more than one weight at a time, often without being asked whether they are ready. This ability does not come from ambition alone. It comes from necessity, from circumstance, from survival, and from the quiet decision to keep going even when everything feels heavy. Many multitaskers live with a constant background noise in their minds. While doing one task, they are already thinking about the next. While resting, they feel guilty for not working. While working, they feel anxious about unfinished responsibilities. This mental load is invisible to the world, yet it consumes energy every moment of the day. Multitaskers are rarely idle, even when they appear still. Their minds are negotiating, planning, adjusting, and preparing. This constant engagement with multiple demands can feel exhausting, and often it is. Yet within this exhaustion lies an extraordinary strength that often goes unrecognized, even by the multitaskers themselves. Motivation for a multitasker cannot be loud or unrealistic. It cannot be built on slogans that demand relentless positivity or constant productivity. A multitasker does not need to be told to work harder. They are already working beyond their visible limits. What they need is validation, understanding, and a reminder that effort made under pressure is not lesser than effort made under ideal conditions. In fact, it is often greater. Progress achieved while managing responsibilities, emotional stress, financial pressure, or uncertainty carries a depth that effortless progress never can. Multitaskers often believe they are falling behind because their journey does not look clean or linear. They see others moving steadily toward one goal while they themselves move in multiple directions, sometimes forward, sometimes sideways, sometimes pausing to handle emergencies. This creates a painful illusion of stagnation. But movement is not always visible, and growth is not always immediate. A multitasker's growth often happens internally first. It happens in the form of resilience, adaptability, emotional intelligence, and problem-solving skills. These qualities take time to show results, but when they do, they create a foundation that is strong enough to last. There are days when a multitasker feels like they are failing at everything. On such days, nothing seems complete, tasks remain unfinished, energy feels low, and self-doubt grows loud. The mind starts questioning past decisions and worrying about the future. These moments are not signs of weakness. They are signs of overload. A person who carries many responsibilities will naturally reach moments where the system feels overwhelmed. The mistake is not in feeling tired. The mistake is in believing that tiredness means incapability. Endurance is not glamorous, but it is powerful. Continuing despite fatigue, adjusting plans instead of abandoning them, and returning after setbacks are all forms of success that rarely receive applause. Multitasking often develops a unique way of thinking. A multitasker learns to connect ideas across different areas of life. They understand how theory meets reality, how emotions influence decisions, how time management is shaped by context rather than intention alone. This kind of thinking cannot be taught easily. It is learned through experience. While others may develop depth in one narrow field, multitaskers develop breadth and integration. They learn how different roles inform each other, how skills transfer, and how perspective widens when life is viewed from multiple angles. This makes them adaptable in unpredictable environments, capable of responding to change rather than being broken by it. Motivation for a multitasker must also address rest. Many multitaskers treat rest as something to be earned, postponed, or sacrificed. They normalize exhaustion and dismiss their own needs because someone else always seems to need them more. Over time, this creates burnout, not because the person is incapable, but because they are human. Rest is not a luxury. It is not laziness. It is not weakness. It is maintenance. A multitasker who rests is not giving up. They are preserving their ability to continue. Sustainable motivation comes from respecting limits, not denying them. There is also a deep emotional component to multitasking that is rarely discussed. Many multitaskers feel unseen. Their effort is spread across areas that are difficult to measure. Because their achievements are divided, none appear large enough to stand out. This can lead to a painful sense of invisibility, where effort feels wasted because recognition does not come easily. But recognition is not the same as impact. Quiet consistency changes lives, including one's own, even when no one notices. A multitasker builds a life brick by brick, often without applause, but with intention. Purpose for a multitasker often emerges slowly. While others may feel certain early in life, multitaskers explore, experiment, and evolve. This does not mean they lack direction. It means their direction is being discovered through lived experience rather than abstract planning. Purpose is not always found by narrowing down immediately. Sometimes it is found by living widely first, by understanding what resonates and what drains, by learning who one is under different roles and pressures. When purpose finally becomes clear for a multitasker, it is often deeply rooted and meaningful because it has been tested against reality. Motivation also changes over time. In the beginning, survival may be the motivator. Later, stability becomes important. Eventually, meaning takes center stage. A multitasker should not shame themselves for changing goals or redefining success. Growth involves revision. The ability to adapt goals based on new information and circumstances is not inconsistency, it is intelligence. Life demands flexibility, and multitaskers are often ahead in this regard, even if they do not realize it yet.